and welcome back to Massively Overpowered Television and the Night of Scary Things. My night of scary things started long before the stream, actually. And as was so lovingly pointed out to me just a moment ago, I get to try to lower my blood pressure by listening to spooky stories. Y'all, we just found a week-old, because last Monday was the big rainstorm here. I was gone out of town. A week-old hidden massive puddle in the middle of my library because it was all soaking in my son's little beanbag. And I picked it up to move it so he could sit down tonight, and big puddle, dripping beanbag, which of course had a nice material felt bottom, and it's all furry, and yeah. So I already had some scares earlier today, just before the stream, hence it's late because I was trying to dab up this massive puddle, and no one has any idea about it because nobody came into the library the week I was gone. Nobody came in the library. Nobody had any idea. Dang it. So, anyway, I hope y'all are having a better Monday than I am. If not, then we can together listen to Warframe stories for Naberus. That's right. I am willing to celebrate all the spooky holidays, and Naberus is one of them. Now, there aren't a whole lot of, events like some games do. Knights of the Dead in EverQuest 2 with 1 billion activities. We don't have that here in Warframe, but it's not ignored, because Daughter on Deimos dresses up in a super creepy way. Bloody handprints all over her, giant mirror glass shards driven in her head. So there are goodies that you can get, and two of the goodies, I think two of them, Sophie, do I have that right? Tell spooky stories. And there's also, which came out last year, the year before, years are blending in my mind right now, when we got Dagon and her whole little crypt and story in there about her origins. Pretty cool. Let's see if in my state of mind I got my password.
Thank you for returning to me, operator.
That's nice. Oh, tune into Nora's mix. So this is the first thing
I've got
we get.
nothing but time to grow up.
And one year we actually did get pumpkin heads temporarily, so that is that screenshot of my lovely little pumpkin head. Oh, here we go. Look at this. Nora night glyphs. Oh. Well, I guess Nightwave is a thing we can do now. Oh, Sophie has not listened to the new one. Well, there you go. We will listen together and see how it goes. And yes, that was some nice calming music, which I desperately needed, because... Oh, wow, how is there a big hole in my sweatshirt here? What is with today? Seriously, where did that even come from? I don't know. Whatever. The Day of the Dead mask. Alright, I'll say go to Nightwave, but we're not really gonna go to Nightwave because...
Yo. That's all from me.
We're not listening to you right now. Maybe later, Nora. You know what? I think Big Old Funky Spider Chick is a good one to listen to stories on. Let's go see if I still have my... Or do they have any new pumpkin helms? Because I think they got rid of those right away. Wait, what's
What
this
this
name?
reminds
Swap?
the operator to take time for themselves.
Oh yes, my new Oberon.
Pressure creates diamonds, yes. But it
Healing
also
and
creates
suffering
love.
do Oberon's bidding. Oh. I need a mushroom man. That's gonna be a goal. Get a mushroom man. Mushrooms. I had mushrooms in my dinner tonight. What was I doing? Oh yeah. Hang on, we're trying to look at appearance. There we go. Helmet. Oh, there we go. Let's go ahead and get it again. Or wait. I guess I have to keep purchasing it every year. Okay, a blood red pumpkin head. That's actually... That helps with the... That's creep factor right there.
Ready for action.
Buy a flute. There we go. Alright, so I already went to Deimos and bought the item. But let's go show everybody daughter anyway. Totally worth it. I can invite you into group if you'd like, Sophie, although I don't think... Oh, Johnson. See John in the stream. Don't hit exit game. Exit game is not exit window. Unfortunately, I made that mistake. That's true. Alright. Take a look at my quests I still need to do. Ooh, the teacher. We need to do that sometime. This is just a pumpkin on top of the point. Why don't I see Christmas trees on top of a point on another, you know? Oh my gosh, y'all. My library. 165 plus year old wooden floors. Oh, and now there is a big beanbag sized massive damage spot. Just not quite, just a little left of center. I can't even, I have to find a way to put a chair there or something. I don't know. Oh. Oh, you know what? Let's not run. Let's fast travel. Look at that. Daughter's first. Whoa. Ugh.
It's Naberus. You do know what that is, right?
Yeah, look at her.
The ancient Orikin festival of death, darkness, and deviance? The happiest time of the entire year! I've dug out all the old family decorations. Take a look. One of them even tells a story.
Oh my goodness. I mean, look at that. Whose handprints, by the way? I wonder if she got all over her. They're all different sizes, so it can't all be her hands, right? She get different frames and operators to come and do this. The new tutorial quests are neat, but really should have been in the game 13 years ago. That is true. Alright, let's go ahead and just,
Now, these ghoulish little knickknacks have been in the family for generations. I can't just give them away.
we did look at these.
Naberus is meant to be frightening. But if you like bones and blood, it can be fun too.
Yes, bones, blood. And listening to this music in the background is just so funny. Oh, here we go. Look at this. Look at her glyph, man. You know what? Let's get it. Let's get that glyph. That is the nice, creepiest glyph. I think we bought this one last time. We bought the poster. Yeah, let's totally... Oh, there's a nice little witchy one. Oh, look at this Jackonaut statue. Well, I've already got Christmas stuff all up in my orbiter. We really should add something. Sure, let's get it. And then we're gonna quit. We're gonna quit while we're ahead. Day of the Dead Necromech skin. Oh, I can see it. Barely. Not too much. Wait, what's the ephemera? I can't see any. Oh, bats!
Let the wedding night begin. Lift the latch and let me in. Though I'm only bones and skin. Oh, the winds of Deimos.
I did not realize we were going to be treated to a spooky song. Sophie, I remember when we had to fight the Jackonaut in the Halloween alert. Yeah. Oh my gosh. 45 tokens. Oh, I need contract wings. Let's be honest, I haven't actually used these Mother's tokens for anything else. So I can't make it yet, but if I don't get the blueprint
I'm
down...
a Kubro this year. Again.
This blueprint's not gonna go away, right? Oh, shoot. Because I bought the other one, it would actually... It's gonna drop me under 200. I didn't want to go under 200. Oh, crikey. Alright, I'll come back. No, no impulse purchases here. Although I did just impulse purchase a whole lot, didn't I?
Let's hear the tokens rattle. Put them on your eyes if you like. It's tradition.
Okay, I did not know she just sat here being spooky. Alright, so we already bought... we already bought the one from here, and then we bought the one from Grandma. And
Go and cause trouble.
There we go. That's what I should have... Maybe I can change the stream image. That way you can actually see the creepy hands she's got. Cut fish, and I don't want to cut fish.
See you soon?
Yeah. Creepy. Creepy. Yeah. Oh. God, I hate that sound so bad. There we go. There we got a pumpkin player there. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna throw up if I keep having to listen to that. Oh, jeez. Sorry, y'all. That is... that's one sound I can't take. So, if you ever snore around me, you're gonna be kicked awake, okay? Let's just say that. Alright, back to ship, back to ship, back to ship. Get me out of here. Get me out of here. Oh my gosh. Oh, I can't take that. Sweet! Shall we start with the new story
A new quest
or
is
with the
available
old
in your
story?
codex.
What do you think, Sophie? Which should we start with? We've got the old one. This one's from years ago. Do we whet people's appetite with the old story? I think I need to move that off of, you know, when I first placed it here, there didn't used to be rail jacks, so there was no board rail jack. Didn't used to exist there. Alright, let's listen to the new one. Let's start with the new creepy story.
Fear. Such a delightful word. It teaches us to beware the dark and all the things within it that go snippety-snap, eager to rend your innards from your belly to stuff their own hungry guts. Oh, this
Doesn't pull
puts
any
me in
punches.
mind of one of my favorite tales. For there is one legend older than all the rest, one that as civility beat back the wild as centuries turned into millennia, has evolved along with us. The fear of fangs, of shadows, of teeth that flash in the dark. The story of a wolf waiting in the shadows, ready to rip out our throats. It was on one fateful Naberus night that a hapless Grineer soldier discovered that one should not wander off into the deep woods alone. For alone you may not be. A howl split the darkness that sent a shiver down the spine. Through all the horrors of war that this Grineer had seen in all his years, there was something about the sound. It tapped into the very thing that is born as we are born, sputtering and mewling into this uncaring world. Fear. He was alone. He was being hunted. And he was afraid. Into the night the Grineer soldier ran, over stump and through darkened glade, with the sound of the beast growing closer, louder, howling, jaws slather snapping, a misplaced foot, an ill-timed step, and the ground came rushing up to meet him. Rolling onto his back, he sought to defend himself, but last, catching sight of his pursuer, primal terror had come for him. A twisted shape, bulbous, stinking, fetid, jaws drooling with ooze and ire. An infected Kubradon. Lifting his matchlock, his shaking hand took aim. Bang! A single shot killed the beast dead. He laughed at his own foolishness. He, a mighty soldier, afraid of a single sad and infested Kubradon. Hubris, my dear Tenno, is responsible for more tragedy in this world than any other inclination we may have. Remember that, and someday it may save you. For notice he did not that the slain beast's family had encircled
I was
him.
gonna say, when is there only one?
Creatures descended, sinking teeth into flesh, peeling sinew from bone, spreading their infested blood into him. How he screamed, fighting off the monsters as best he could. Fists pounded into fur as he fought like the beasts around him. It was all he had left. One heartbeat would be all that could spare him from the grave. In the end, he survived. Torn and shredded, bleeding and bitten, but alive. He thought that his arduous saga had come to an end.
Yeah, you forgot the
Until
infected
he
part.
heard that dreadful howl once more. Though, this time, it came from him. Flesh twisting, bones snapping, the noises that left his agonized form were bestial, wild, feral. Soon it was he who stalked the night. It was he who tasted blood upon his fangs. It was he who inspired the fear of the hunt. Oh, fret not though, dear heart, for even the hunters can be hunted. The beasts can be felled, and trophies can be made of those who were brought low. But mark me, Tenno, for perhaps this Naberus night, when you think yourself the pinnacle of the hunt, you had best be wary of the eyes peering at you from the dark, lest you be next. Happy Naberus.
I was gonna be highly disappointed if that stopped at the point where he had shot it and was like, oh, silly me, I was all scared. You know, there's an infection inside my brain, kind of fits, I guess, with, that story. Let's, I want the music to turn down, though.
Ordis finds it odd that humans only get a few years to live, yet spend most of that time
Doing everything wrong.
learning how to live.
Yeah, that's us humans for you. Alright, for those who haven't heard this one...
Would you like to hear a story for Naberus? One that I told my grandchildren when they were small. Very well. Long ago, in the Orikin days, a golden people lived in spoiled luxury. If a body wore out, why, they would take a new one as easily as plucking a maprico. Such was the mystery of the Kuva. So, what became of death and disease? Oh, they were abundant, but not for the Orikin. They were above petty death. Such was their contempt that they decreed a special day on which to make fun of it. On Naberus, the night of memory, the shining people laughed at death. They dressed in costumes that recalled the old days of mortality. Skulls grinned, hallways guttered with demon lights. For one night, beauty was banished. Rot and monstrosity held sway. Now, on one very special Naberus, 3 pretty Orikin were bored, as Orikin so often were. Naberus no longer holds its magic for me, sighed one. Masks and costumes are for children, grumbled another. Why follow the crowd, mused the third. Are we not the very elite of the elite? Ha ha! Up, my Kissingtons, my luscious loves. Send for blue couver and hot lights. I have a sport that will mend all. And in the corridor, behind a curtain, a solitary silent girl heard them and said nothing. Then the 3 were very wicked. For what do you think they did? Down into the streets they went, and they caught 3 poor ostrons, and bore them back to their gilded halls. One they peeled like a fruit and decked out with glassy splinters, and his naked jaws went chitter-chatter-snap. And it echoed all around. Scarlet footprints he left. Another's limbs they twisted and wrenched his neck, and made a bundle of him until he scuttled upsy-downsy like a horrid crab, with his sockets all empty and his stretched-out nose snuffling. The third they pulled thin in hand and foot. She walked spindly-wise on long tiptoes like a spider, and her entrails hung delicately down. She whispered, split-tongued and hissing as she went. Fine costumes we've made, chortled the 3 Orikin. Let us now try them on and visit our friends. What shrieking there will be! Oh, our names will live forever in the court for such a prank as this. Now, the silent girl brought them their blue couver, so they could take on these twisted bodies for only a short time before returning to their own. They drank and slept and woke in their 3 horrid forms. Off they went down the stairs, out the door, into the city, into the night of banners and masks and wild hilarity. Chitter-chatter-snap, scuttle-buttle, whispery-hispery. As you can imagine, there were many screams and laughs. Such cleverness, such wit. But in a high room of the tower, the silent girl looked at the faces of the 3 sleeping Orikin. She went and opened a little ivory door that she was not supposed to know about, and drew forth a flask that she would have been glassed for even looking at. A flask of crimson couver, the scarlet seal upon continuity, permanent. And she tipped it down 3 cruel throats. With a little laugh, she went skating away, never to return. There were many screams that Naberus night, but when the sun came up, none screamed so loud as the 3 who found that they were trapped in the hideous bodies they themselves had fashioned for ever and ever. So, listen carefully, Tenno, and beware, for you may hear them coming tonight. Whispery-hispery on long stalking bones, scuttle-buttle with his eyes all empty, and skinless, dripping-handed, chitter-chatter-snap. Happy Naberus!
See, that little, you know, servant girl or whatever is like my hero. Oh, we need more stories. We've only got 2. We need more. I'll even get more mother's tokens. Please. Here, this room feels
Just
Halloween
when
themed,
Otis
doesn't it?
manages to forget this is here, the operator opens that door.
Creepy. Look at this pumpkin head and helmet. Ooh, she looks especially creepy in here. Hello, that's a little in your face. The original Naberus story was good. Found the new one rather, yeah. Yeah, the first one, which was the second one we listened to, very, very good. The next one was, yeah. Dude, the next one was actually kind of a little forgettable. What the heck was it about? Give me a second. Oh my gosh, what was it about? Oh, that's terrible. It was about, wow, I'm actually kind of a little embarrassed, but was it really that forgettable compared to the second one? Which was the original? Am I... Okay, give me a hint. I need a hint. Hold on a second.
Fear. Such a delightful
Oh, yes, the
word.
wolf story. Okay. Oh my gosh. Oh, wow. Literally, you know, infested Cubidons. Ow! Being yeah. It was not, gory enough. And there you go, if y'all wondered. That's what all these little symbols, you got the stretched person. Forgot about that being their entrails. The other one peeled apart with glass stuck all over them. Although I have to admit, that one probably was the most comfortable out of all of them. We need some more super creepy stories. That was, I can't believe I totally forgot the first one. I'm like, it was something. Yes, I remember the whole thing now. I just needed a little tiny, you know, hint. Now, sadly, we don't really have any kind of Halloween alerts or anything we can do. So basically, wear a pumpkin, listen to creepy stories. Did I just now realize that looks like webbing all over her? How did I...
Show me your ID cards now.
Alright, maybe I'm just slightly out of it. I am still worrying about my library full right now. I might be a tad bit distracted. Go down there with a heater, blow dryer, and try to dry it. Oh, so if we were to recommend or ask for another story, what should be... Oh, hello. That was... That is so in your face. What would we want the story to be? The werewolfy attempt didn't... Yeah, look at that. It's like, hello. Daggeth's story... Can we we still go listen to that? I don't even know that I remember how you could even get there or anything. There we go. I just got a nice little screenshot of close-up pumpkin face. Where... Oh. Where even... That's right. You know what? Let's go listen to Daggeth's story. I'm just gonna make this all story all the time here. Oh, I'm sure it's not there anymore. But at one point, I was making a creepy infested room in the dojo, showing off how to, It. How to do the decorating and stuff. Yeah, it's not the pretty rooms that are in there. Oh my gosh, are you serious? Oh, we may have to go take a look at that room. It wasn't meant to stay. Your room's there. It's just in the part of the dojo that, you know, nobody goes to. There we go. Requis's joking moment. Wow, who would have thought this would have been the biggest statue? And we got floofs up here. Floofies! I got a floof that is just like this black one right here. There he is, right there. I got that floof in my house. He's just right behind me. And I've got... Where's the other one I have? I don't have a thumper. Gray Kubro. Wait, how come I don't see any here? Oh. Well, it's not here, but I have one. We'll just pretend it was right here. And then I also have... Oh, I forgot when I was last time listing off my plushies. I also have Clem. I have Clem, Space Bomb, and Ollie. Because Clem was still packed in my Tennokan stuff. Oh, so... How do we get to my room? Because I haven't the foggiest idea. Hey, Shadowed! Where's my room? I don't even know. Oh, for the love. Is it this way? Nope. Somewhere past this door. See? Pretty rooms that... Alright, let's go to the left. Check that out. Nope, not the left. This is such a nice room. It's very serene. You can just come in here and relax. Should we just keep trying the straight line for now? I feel like it might be one of these rooms. Oh, it says node available, so we don't have that node yet. Nope. Oh, well, there's Daggett. Okay, we'll come back. We'll come back to that one. Here's my room. It's a very icky room. I think it was already infested, and I just tried to start adding to it. Yeah, it was just showing people. I didn't have a lot of decorations, okay? So I was showing people. There we go. Hallow Christmarine-ness. Yeah. Pumpkin heads, Christmas trees. Floofy, can you not, like, stand right on top of me? There we go. Yeah, I was only showing people how to put things down and all that. We didn't really decorate well. Oh, look, okay. So, sort of creepy. Let's go listen to Daggoth's story. Infested Christmas. I mean, isn't that what... Oh. It's been a while since we've heard her story. Hello, Orzy. I think all we need to do is come and... Yep. Come to the candle.
There was once a Dax cavalry woman, the lover of an Orikin couple named Corfel and Aurelia. What was her name? We do not know, but they never used it. They called her by many pet names, though. For an exotic pet she was to them. Little Sweetness, Tender Petal, Wild Rider. Had a mere Dax been known to be engaging in relations with her betters, she would have been executed on the spot. But the couple's power and influence was such that the affair would never be publicly addressed. Still, they feared to use her name, for names have power. Many gifts they gave her, fine armor, rubido rings, and a horse of her own, on the condition that she never ever named it. Names were for people, not possessions. So long as it remained a mere nameless thing, she would never love it more than them. But the rider could not bear to deny her friend the simple kindness of a name. So she whispered into its ear, "You are Rakali, freshness after rain." And just as the couple had feared, she came to love the horse dearly. This was intolerable to them. The horse had to go. An accidental impalement was arranged.
Yeah, it's not accidental if
But
it's arranged,
fate
right?
played a cruel trick, and both rider and horse were impaled. Corfel and Aurelia hastened to her side. Ignoring the dying horse, they fretted over their lover as she coughed blood. Continuity was out of the question. In desperation, they turned to a certain expert and pleaded with him to let her live forever. He returned the rider to them, transformed to a warrior of living steel. Her sweet and pretty face looked upon them with a smile that would never fade. For all their talk of forever, they wearied of her immediately. Now that the relationship was no longer taboo, they abandoned it. Parties became awkward when the rider stood vacantly by, useless as an abandoned doll. She had to go. They agreed. So, arrangements were made with a master of industry, and the rider, all unknowing, accompanied the couple to a facility. She lay down obediently when instructed, showed no emotion when the restraints clamped her limbs, and made not a sound when the full force of the dissolution beam blazed through her head and out of the back of her steel skull. The couple were satisfied. Their sentimental mistake was dead, and furthermore, the smiling doll's face was erased. Now they could erase it from their memory. I doubt I need to tell you what faceless thing clambered jerkily from the facility's waste disposal heap in the still of a Naberus night. How she sought for her Dax Nakana and found only the overseer's whip blade. Confused, vacant, she wandered. Why was she alone? Where was her loyal Rakali? She reached deep into despair and memory, and summoned up a ghost horse to run alongside her on the night winds. Now, at least, she was no longer alone. She groped for other memories, came up with hands overflowing with betrayal. When the morning sun rose on Corfell and Aurelia, they were faceless too, and quite still. After that, she wandered without purpose, and the legend of the Hollow Rider grew. And so we come to my part in her story. You must understand, dear, that it is terribly bad luck to be out on Naberus with no gift to give a reveler. And yet, that was my plight as I stood, my old bones aching, before the dreadful figure on the road many years ago. I have no face, the figure before me seemed to say, in a whispering voice that spoke in my mind. I have no name, only a need, and you come before me empty-handed this Naberus night. I do have one thing to give, if it please you, I said to her. My name. When you ride away, you shall be Dagoth, and I shall be only grandmother. And that is the story of how I lost my name and kept my head. Though many others have since lost theirs. For with her name came a new purpose. Dagoth, you see, means the mirror that accuses. They say that none can now look into the gulf where once her face was, without their own sins rising to accuse them, and a swift, sharp sentence following. A happy Naberus to you all.
So I guess technically we have 3 Naberus stories. One, I forgot that grandmother gave her name away. I totally forgot about that. Yeah, listening to this one again does make the newest ones seem even worse. Let's see. Equipment. So now we've got to pull up our beautiful heroine of the story. Whoa. What the heck loadout color is that? What? What? I'm like, I've never... Oh, there she is. I guess you can't really see the horse well. Unless we keep it on the original. Is that the original? There's her. There's her horsey. Forgot I had the wings on. Ta-da! So, y'all, looking into her blasted out face, do you feel all your great sins? Oh, and I can't make the stampede of horsies. The check pattern in the colors is an alpha mask, so that's the default. Yeah. Usually I swap it out so that A would have been the regular. See, look. There's horsey. See, there's my friend. And of course, that was Dagoth's tomb that we were in, so. Oh. So the first story was really creepy. Dagoth's story was really good. Not feeling that the third wolf story was of the same quality. But I'm like, I can't think to give an example of what to do for the next time. The werewolf story is a thing that exists. Well, you know, we can say all the Naberus stories exist, really. I mean, Dagoth does. And the other one probably does too. Woo! Woo! Okay, stuff don't fall off my desk and break. How about not? Sorry about that. Jeez. How many things can go wrong for MJ this night? Y'all, I have been home for 5 days. And I didn't even know about the flood in there. Nobody knew. There you go. Horse in the face. I was trying to get kind of a good view of the horse, but you can't really. Maybe from here. Oh. But I hope for more stories next year. I do. You know what? And Naberus and Storytime were pretty much the extent of what today's stream was going to be. I do wish that there were a a Naberus type alert or something we could do. But, alas, there is not. Oh, hello, little dragons. Floofy's like, come over here. To the Grand Central Hall. Oh, dang. These are all the rooms we have? Vent kids? Used to be the pump or not missions. Yeah, no, I don't remember them last year. I don't remember them. Oh, hello. So we have vent kids in the dojo. I was not aware of that. Yeah. I mean, but you didn't need the alert the year Daggett came out. I mean, that was a whole story, and getting Daggett, you know. Wait, so I'm running around. Now I'm envisioning being grandmother. Oh. Oh, look. People to ban. Sorry, a ban evader. Buy viewers now. Why? I'd rather, like, go buy a score bar. Put my money to good use. But it would be really neat, I think, to have another alert or a more involved story. See, we had werewolf. I guess we could try to go more vampire-like. We got Sleepy Hollow, Headless Horseman. Casper the Friendly Ghost. In a very not friendly kind of way. Sophie, check the wiki. Last Halloween alert was Hollowed Flame in 2019. Oh. And then Naberus took over in 2020. But why does it have to be one or the other? Why can't we have Naberus and an alert? Because it's not like we have 5. It's not like we have 5 spooky stories, right? We only have 3 of those. 2 items and 1 Daggett. Hallowed Flame was the one based on the Infested Prelate mission, says Shadowed Hyena. The mission is not great. The Zealoid Prelate is like trying to chop through a cinder block wall with a wooden spoon. Well, okay, so we're not saying we want that one back. To be honest, I mean, I remember there were alerts, but I mostly remember running around the plains of Eidolon with a pumpkin head. That's seriously what I remember. As you can tell by the screenshot that that I used here. That one. That's me with my, you know, probably my beginning bow. 2015, 16, and 18 was Jackonaut. 2017 got Plague Star. Oh. Are you saying Plague Star was the Halloween-y thing? Because that's just evil. That's too bad. No face. Or you can put on a pumpkin head. Alright, let's go back to our pumpkin head. Orax. the headless horseman, spider pumpkin, and the clickety clackety whispery. Hopefully the changes to damage attenuation, the next time Plaguestar turns up, it won't be so awful. Yeah, but I'm not sure you can convince me to go try it again. I mean, I waited years to go back in, and the trauma just resurfaced. It was not thrilling to be unloading a couple million points of damage into that thing so that the health bar went down by a pixel. Yeah, I mean, exactly. That's it. You know what? If they had it only going twice, like I was able to bear through it. I mean, did we bear through it 2 times? 3? I don't think we managed 3. But getting it down the second time was like, that's all. That's enough. That's as much as I could do. But I will admit I am hopeful for more spooky stuff, spooky stories, spooky something, because that is literally this is the holiday of the year for me. Now, in years past, I used to go into all the games, right? I'd go into all the games and do all the Halloween events. That actually kind of killed me, trying to do Halloween events in like 30 or so MMOs. So I did kind of put a stop to that for my own health and sanity. But it is still my favorite season, and still the one that I would much rather be celebrating, right? Because it's the most wonderful time of the year. Do-do-do-do. That's right. Other people can just love Christmas, but Halloween is my kind of time. And it always will be. Because it's better. See, everyone was basically, yeah, I am Audi 5000. The reward is not worth it. Yeah. We spent the entire stream just trying to get to that, and then the third one popped. Yeah. That was just traumatic. Nobody wants to do that again. So, I don't know. Maybe next time it comes around, we'll take a look. We'll see if maybe, I don't know. But, give me 5 years or so and I might be willing to try it again. Oh my gosh. Anyway, so... Hey, my sweatshirt has a hood. There we go. I discovered my face. So I did not do a lot of Halloween streams this year for multiple games, but that's quite alright. We got some in. There will be some more, of course, by the end of the month and even into November, because you know what? Until Thanksgiving, it's still Halloween time. Halloween is a state of mind and a season, not a day. But that's really going to be it for today. There was... Kind of don't want to spoil the story vibes with going and slaughtering things. Now, if I could go slaughter the infested soldier, surrounded by the Kubradons, I mean, that could have easily actually been kind of an alert, don't you think? We could have gone and run through a dark forest. I think that would have been really neat. Yeah, I think that would have been a thing. You had this, like, you had the Daggett story, and then you get Daggett, right? Yeah, that would have worked better as a background flavor to a short thematic alert. I think it really would have. So instead of jumping onto a ship, we jump onto, you know, dark woods, and we're chased down by some howling, slathering, you know, monster coming at us, and we're running from it until you get to a part where you can turn around and fight it or something. I think that would have been really cool. But, I mean, obviously they're spending a lot of time doing a lot of bigger things. I mean, we do have Mushroom Man. Do you know the Mushroom Man, the Mushroom Man, the Mushroom Man? Actually, I mean, I'm saying that because it goes with the song, the crud. I just forgot what the real story is. Do you know the... What the... Holy cow. Brain. Do you know the... What man? Do you know the... Muffin Man. Oh my goodness. I thought I was going to totally lose it. There you go. Use an earth tile set with low lighting, thick fog, lots of Cuberdons. Non-random Grenier forest with darker lighting and fog effects. That would have been amazing. Let's talk to somebody about that. I'm going to go like put that in the Warframe Discord. Say, hey, how about next time let's do this? Because that would be nice and creepy. Yeah. Yeah, shout out Aina. At least I came up with it before. That would have been really cool. Or you know what? I wonder if anybody does any thematic dojos. Because you can do a lot and decorate a lot of incredible dojos. But, yeah, do you know the Mushroom Man? To be honest, let's go back and take a look at it in the arsenal. I don't have it. But... no go. No. Where's my alphabet? M-N-O. There we go. Okay, they do use his, so I can say the Mushroom Man. I just stopped and realized that I had no idea what exactly the mushroom it might be. Look at that. Oh, with the little mushroom friend. I might be buying this. Yeah. And does have the mushroom hat. I had demanded in my, not that anyone has to listen to me in any way, shape, or form way, that it needed a mushroom cap hat. Oh yeah, those little shroomies are really cute. View details. Let's see. Oh, look, it's tossing the little mushroom at him? Oh my gosh, look at the flying mushroom at him. Oh. If you do, think about getting the bundle. You get the cosmetic that gives any Warframe you want a cheerleader squad of tiny friends. Wait, so my Daggett can have little tiny shroom friends? Oh. Let's go look at the bundle. I guess we need to actually go into the store. Ah. Oh. Oh, there it is. premium bundle versus standard bundle? Wait, what's the difference between the bundles? And if I click that, what happens? There we go. Look at them! Oh, so adorable. So very adorable. Okay, what's with that gun? It looks like a giant saddle. Oh, I guess you get a new kind of hat. Oh, wait! You can buy Sprodlings yourself. And baby Sprods. I can definitely afford it. Oh, and if I gift it to somebody... I don't know, maybe on my next stream, maybe we'll have to try to do a giveaway. You should get a Sprodling even if you give the regular. Look at it, it's so cute. Guess you can buy it separately. Like, I don't care about that pack. I don't care about that. I don't even care about that. I don't like the alternative helm. But I definitely would want these two. Can also buy the Spodlings as ship decorations, run around like... Yeah, that's what this one is. Oh, y'all. Heck yeah. Oh, you don't get a gift bonus, just the gift. Aww. Kind of sad by that. The big mushroom gun is actually pretty decent. Comes with the Gravamag upgrade. So you have a heavy weapon if a mission demands it. Okay. And I guess these little spores are something that Noko does. Anyway, look at me. I've gotten distracted. Today was a day of no combat. Except for us, you know, beating on the latest story. So definitely want to put that in for an idea that for next year, maybe they can add that just a little mini alert to go along with the story. Like you experience it and then you get the story or something. But all right. Exit. Oh, so cute. Maybe our next stream will be mushrooming. Seriously, because how can it not be? But that is going to be it. That's what you know what? I want to be this Warframe for TennoCon next year. I want to be a giant mushroom. Not going to pull it off for Halloween by Friday, but maybe by next year. That is it, folks. Today was not an action-packed day, but it was spooky stories for the season. You got to see, you can go in and for 1 credit, get yourself a pumpkin head too. And of course, can people only get the Dagoth story if it's in the dojo? Or maybe they could come to our dojo and listen to the story if they want to. That is actually just kind of a really sad story to me. But I'm glad she got her. She wiped the smile off of their faces, didn't she? See, Shadowed says the downside is there isn't a single themed mission. There's lore for Noko, but you have to get through the new faction reputation to see it. Aww. I think you can visit any dojo that has the room to hear it. That's good. Well, that is it for tonight, y'all. A nice, relaxing, spooky story day. And now I get to go to the harrowing spookiness of seeing if I can salvage my library floor any. I hope you all have a great week. There is lots of stuff coming up. Of course, Halloween is this week. Yay! And I do understand that the backseat streaming is Halloween themed, so that's on Wednesday. Guild Wars 2 tomorrow. Now, the big expansion is hitting, but to allow our group to play through it on their own and experience it, we always start a week later. So if you want a spoiler-free Guild Wars 2 stream tomorrow, we will be doing more of the Season 4 in preparation for starting the expansion next week. Wednesday is Monster Hunter Wilds with Chris, and then our themed backseat streaming. There is a break on Thursday because it's a special family day, and I'm not going to try to knock myself out to get home in time this time for a stream. But I will be thinking about you all. Very spooky thoughts. Then on the 31st, Chris will be in Marvel Rivals, and then Chris is joining for Ghost Town Pumpkin Festival. We do that every year, and we've been doing it on Halloween for the last few years because they usually have something a little special going on in there. Really a fun little time, relaxing time. V Rising should be our Sandbox Saturday. Looks like it still says Sandbox Saturday and not V Rising. I wonder why. And then continuing on with Elder Scrolls Online next week and rolling all back around to our regular streams. If you have any ideas that you want to see, games that you want to see, hey, let me know. One way to do that is you could put it in the stream post. There's the link right there, or go right to masterlyop.com. And tell me what kind of games you want to see and what games currently that you play or know excuse me, have the best Halloween event. There used to be so many, but I haven't seen them in a long time. Excuse me. Also because, you know, a lot of the games that were are not games that are anymore. But let me know. And also, hey, if you want to share a little bit about maybe what your favorite Halloween spooky story is, period. You know, old lore, you know, or, you know, whatever. You know, Legend of Sleepy Hollow and all that stuff. I'd love to hear it. Let's keep the season alive. Have a great night, everybody. Please take care. Stay safe. And I look forward to seeing you next time. So until then, toodaloo.